All right. Chelsea are not yet done with their summer transfer window, having gone ahead to bring in very many players. Pedro Neto, they've gone ahead to bring in Guiu, they've gone ahead to bring in a goalkeeper, I think formerly for Villarreal, and very many other players that they've gone ahead to add their squad. They look like they are not yet done, and today we've gone ahead to here we go for Joao Felix to Chelsea, and it has been pronounced by none other than Fabrizio Romano. Welcome to this channel. This is the Rokani Media Football. Thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum, and let's obviously do the needful and subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. You want to hit 30,000 subscribers on this channel, and let's continue to obviously vibe up like never before. Now, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in phones, brand new phones and laptops. You can as well call us on +256 70 99 88 665, and even if you need used phones and used laptops from the United Kingdom, you can as well contact us on the same number. That is Mono Gadgets, and that's how they obviously bring it to your levels. And here we come to obviously let you know that you can even follow them on TikTok for further ongoings into the mix. Now, let's start it off with the story of Joao Felix. How did the here we go come about? The here we go has going to come about after Chelsea's deal for signing another player in the squad of Atletico Madrid went ahead to collapse, and that player was known as Omorodion. Omorodion has been a player that was on loan, and he's really one of those players that Chelsea have been scouting for some time, and they were like, if we get him in, then a lot might obviously change a little bit. But as it stands right now, Omorodion's deal to Chelsea really fell off because of how Chelsea failed to obviously agree deals onto the deal of Conor Gallagher, right? And now they've come to our it has come to our notice that Chelsea kept in touch with Atletico Madrid because they both had what each other wanted. Chelsea wanted a striker. Joao Felix was there, and even Conor Gallagher was on the side of Chelsea. And Conor Gallagher's situation was really worse because he fled to the Atletico Madrid and he did the medical past it, and things were not really happening as they're supposed to be happening. You understand? And it really went ahead, obviously, come up to that level. So, as it stands, it's all about one player, it's not all about one player. Conor Gallagher has crossed to Madrid, and Joao Felix has gone ahead to cross to the side of Chelsea, and that is something great for the talented Joao Felix into the mix. Now, let's obviously start it off with what Fabrizio Romano put up on his X account. It read as follows: that Joao Felix back to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal in place with Atletico Madrid and his agent George Mendes. And his agent George Mendes. Contract until June 2030 plus option for Joao Felix as travel and medical tests being booked for the next 24 to 48 hours. Gallagher, Atleti, Joao Felix, Chelsea. Exclusive story confirmed. That's what we've gone ahead to get in through from the man himself, known as Fabrizio Romano, onto a story that links this player to the side of Chelsea. And it's pending medical, and I know it's really going to happen. And for Chelsea, I know why they're really doing such panicky deals, because the new owners are like, we are on pressure, and the fans are not really excited about how the guy is really trying to obviously how these guys are really trying to obviously run the show at the side of Chelsea. And I tell you, it's not good business. It's not good business. It's really bad, and they're really trying their level best to see to it that they obviously sign in a player to obviously cover all shadow their bad performance against Man City that saw them lose by 2-0. And the fans were screaming that get on Gallagher, that were in the stands, and that was really very, very, very absurd. And now they've gone to bring in Joao Felix to obviously solve their problem of maybe scoring goals, but I don't know how all these players are going to be integrated into the side of Chelsea, because when you look at Chelsea right now, they're having Nicholas Jackson, they're having Nkunku, they're having now Joao Felix, and they also have Guiu. Now, you ask yourself, how is this manager going to operate? And Chelsea isn't done. They are trying to push and really get in more players. That is the most worst bit of it all. They are doing well in bringing in players, but their outlet is not really operating at the same level as the inlet. So I think that's what they're supposed to do, but the player is really good. He was at Chelsea in the summer of 2023, and you enjoyed him very well, and we thought that Chelsea were going to go for him, but they failed to obviously get that deal done and dusted. Then he was loaned to Barcelona, where he went ahead and obviously had a fantastic season, and I believe it's good for Joao Felix to see himself getting what we call a permanent transfer. You know, this is permanent. It's not a loan. It's a permanent transfer of him finding himself where he's really going to be playing next season as a player, and that is really great and good for this guy who goes by the names of Joao Felix. And whatever is happening for Chelsea, I think they have very good players, but they should obviously give the manager time to get something out of these players. But I don't think that Enzo Maresca, if he doesn't really perform to the expectations, he's not going to get sacked, because these are the promises that they made to Pochettino. They made them to Graham Potter, and they sacked him. Even Thomas Tuchel was sacked by these people, and it shows you how bad they are. So as it stands, we'll wait and see how everything is really going to be panning out into the mix. But it's really important to note that Joao Felix is returning to Chelsea after, I think, 1.5 years, because he last played for them in June 2023 after the World Cup, and now it's close to after 1 year that he returns to obviously do the due diligence for the side of Chelsea, and good enough, he has finally gone ahead to find himself a very good goal. Now, after him, we have another guy known as Conor Gallagher. And it is said, understand, Conor Gallagher has been authorized by Chelsea to travel to Madrid in the next 24 to 48 hours. Deal was also done for 42 million euros fee, and Simeone was pushing again for it. All done between Gallagher and Atleti, all done between Atleti and Chelsea. Here we go, confirmed. Again, a second here we go has gone ahead to be confirmed for this lad, because the first one really collapsed and he fled back to Chelsea. And now this time round, there is no reason of him flying back to Chelsea, because Omorodian from Atletico Madrid failed to fly to Chelsea last time. This time around, Joao Felix is going to be flying to the side of Chelsea, you know, and this guy is going to be flying to the side of Atletico Madrid, and the deal has been done and dusted, and I believe that Joao Felix is going to obviously put in what we call a competitive age, and him coming in through at the side of Chelsea leaves a very huge question mark for the position of a player known as Raheem Sterling, who is really at loggerheads with the manager, and look like they want to obviously move him out, because this player is really good. He can play as a right winger, he can play as a left winger, he can play as a center forward, he can also play as a number 10, like that second player behind the center forward. So I don't know how Enzo Maresca is going to get him in the squad, but it looks like plenty of talent and quality is flying in. And in the due course of it flying in, it is really creating lots and lots and lots of concerns for the fans of a team known as Chelsea and very many others. But it's good to do such business. They're really spending money, but I think they are not spending it wisely. That's my problem with them. They are spending money, but they're not spending it wisely. So I think they should obviously find a better method of really spending wisely this amount of money that they've gone ahead to be given, and they're really selling good talented players and really making some huge amount of money. Now, let's say others leaving. Conor Gallagher has left. Which other player of Chelsea do you think is going to leave? I leave that for you into the comment section below, and really you let me know in there for you. Now, there is another player that Thiago Motta, the manager of Juventus, told, I want you out and I'm not interested into your services. That is Joao Felix. And they've finally gone ahead to let him know that, please, your services here are really over, and we want you out of this club. You understand? We want you out of this club, and we are not interested in seeing you here. And today they've even gone ahead to obviously make a very huge statement, and they've gone ahead to obviously leave him out in the squad of Juventus that is set to face Como, that is managed by Fabregas, on their opening Serie A game under Thiago Motta. Weston McKennie back in the squad and regularly available. So this guy needs to find a side to play for. And I don't know which side is obviously going to sign him. But Juventus is like, in the next 2 weeks left, there are now even 11 days left, you should find a side that is really going to sign you. If not, you're not going to be part of the squad. It's a confirmation and it's done and dusted. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Joao Felix to Chelsea. Here we go. And what do you make about Conor Gallagher crossing from Chelsea to Atletico Madrid? And Chiesa again left out into the mix. Remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops, even used phones and used laptops from the United Kingdom. Call them on +256 70 99 88 665. Follow them on TikTok, search for Mono Gadgets, and see the wide range of products that these two are really having into their reach. So, we out for now. See you later. And the Muslims, may the living true Allah bless you abundantly. The Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. We out for now. See you later, my mates, and we love you. Bye-bye.